This is Larry Henares making your day with the second part of an article by Farid Zakaria on U.S. gun control. And we continue. It is a process of gun permits in Japan meant to discourage people from even trying to get a gun. And it works. Japan has fewer guns per person than almost any other country. Less than one firearm for 100 people, according to one estimate. And the country's murder rate is astonishingly low. In 2014, this nation of 127 million people counted only 6 gun murders. That's right, 6. The United States per capita homicide rate that year was nearly 700 times that of Japan. Japan has so little gun violence that every time a shot is fired in Japan, it is national use. In fact, guns are so rare and tightly regulated here that even mobsters avoid using guns. Known as the Yakuza and often recognized for their full-body tattoos, Japanese organized crime does not lack for muscle. They have reportedly had enormous reach in business and politics. Once described as the largest private equity group in Japan by Morgan Stanley. But many don't like conducting business with a gun. That is because punishments for gun infractions are very high in Japan. Simply firing a gun can get you life in prison. And if a foot soldier in the mob gets caught with a gun, his boss can be held responsible. So these days, the Yakuza conduct business using less efficient methods. Japan's lesson for the United States is very simple. If you make strict gun control laws, and you assign cops to enforce those laws, and you actually enforce them, the rate of gun deaths in the United States would plummet. But you have to do it. So despite lots of barbaric video games, gun violence barely exists in Japan. But the country does not seem so different from America. More about this after these messages. This is Larry Henares making your day with the second part of Farid Zakaria's article entitled U.S. Gun Control. Next, we'll visit a country with lots of guns, just like the United States, but not a lot of gun violence. If there is one country with a love for guns that rivals the United States, is the nation best known for its Alps, Switzerland. Welcome to Felskirchen, Switzerland's annual field shooting festival that is said to be the largest shooting competition in the world. Towns and villages across the country stage tests of marksmanship. Families bring the kids, and after the competition, there is a gigantic party. One festival in the town of Savannah was especially boisterous. The winners of each event were cheered wildly, and the champion of the prestigious 300-meter competition, known to all as the Shooting King, was reeled out triumphantly to the tune of cowbells. Switzerland is by many measures a gun lover's paradise. According to one estimate, the Swiss rank third in the world with 46 guns per 100 people, trailing only Yemen and, of course, the United States. Why is Switzerland armed to the teeth? Well, thanks to a tradition that dates back to the dawn of the nation, a citizen militia that forms its army. All able-bodied men, from farmers to financiers, serve at least 260 days in the militia. They're all trained to shoot. Most of them keep their guns at home. Militiamen can hone their skills at their local shooting clubs. Gun appreciation societies that boast hundreds of thousands of members, offering classes, competition, and camaraderie. Pistol-packing Ursula Lutz, a woman, has been shooting for most of her life. On this day at her club, she hits the bullseye 18 out of 20 times. Not bad for a woman 70 years old. Even the youngsters here are expert marksmen. David Habeck is all of 10 years old. 10 years old! And started training 2 years ago. His advice for the inexperienced: don't fidget while shooting. Despite the Swiss people's enthusiasm for guns, gun homicide rates are much, much lower than in the United States. Over 15 times lower in 2013, according to gunpolicy.org. Supporters of gun rights in America have claimed that the Swiss proved one of their main points. Lots of guns does not necessarily mean lots of gun violence. But that is not the whole story here in Switzerland. More tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Lara Henares, making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.